Okay, hello, and welcome to Voyager. For those of you who don't know, my PC took a huge tumble and, you know, we lost a lot of stuff like the hard drive, and yeah, we're gonna see how it holds up with a nice, simple, casual game that should be perfectly fine. Voyager, come in! You know, if it breaks in this, then we're fucked, aren't we? Okay, so we need to click on that. Yeah, chill game day, because, you know, nothing's working properly yet. The gravity guide you and discover beauty once more. So this made me think of Osmo, which was like a game that I played a while ago. Okay, I guess that's just like tutorial to look at, not to click on. That's like trying to do things. Find the hidden planet, bring back the lights. So yeah, this reminds me of Osmos in a lot of ways, which was one of the first games that I played off Humble Bundles, and you know, I kind of like that, but never streamed it. Take it easy, Voyager, over now. And it's one of those games that you can't really go back and stream, because, you know, once you've solved all the puzzles and done all the things, you know, you kind of spoiled it all. But it was a really cool physics-y sort of thing, very minimalist, but with a lot of cool physics, and this says similar. You know, it's like all physics-based with really good physics and planets and things, and you know, this definitely reminded me of Osmos Numbwork. And the Infinite featuring the Death Caps. Okay, so there's a lot of chill music going on. So we need to find the hidden planets, and we sort of like, well, that didn't boost in quite the way that I thought it was going to. Well, there's something, and let's not slam into the sun whilst we're at it. There's a planet. So we bring light to the universe. I wonder, are we meant to, like, you know, stay in its orbit? Are we meant to orbit that? Or are we just, like, you know, free falling and going out? So, continue, right. So we're figuring it out. We didn't slam into it. You know, obviously going into it fresh and new. Like, are we just orbiting this one sun, this one planet? Oh, you bop into it. Okay, well, that's one way of finding it. You know, it's like, hey, you know, smack into the dead planets, I guess. Right, so we solved it. We now know what we're doing. Smack into the planets hard. It's not death, it's how you light them up. Okay, this one maybe has two. It's of 2 stars, and the sign up there says 2. 3 things. Maybe there are 3. So first things first, we I've quite got the hang of, like, you know, where that's sending me out. Neuroblast. There's a planet! Can I catch up with it? Okay, but that's a lot of oh, we're now inside the planet. Okay. If we land on it, pretty hard, but we land on it. That's like expecting to... Oh, you can just go straight through the sun as well. That's pretty cool. I was expecting to go through it. Okay. Oh! I see you hiding in the darkness. It's probably continued his orbit now, but he was up there! So he would probably be coming around here. Boom! Okay, that's also immediately pointing us which direction to go. So it's like pointing that one, and then if I fire... Yeah, that totally worked in the way that I thought. There was a third one! I saw him out there! I saw it out there. Maybe it was a secret one, I don't know. But I'm sure I saw something, right? So we blast off. Ah, bob, 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 bob. Bob? 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 Bob, Bob, Bob. Yeah, no, I haven't quite got that part down yet. So it's the opposite to you would expect it to be. So where the arrow is pointing, you need to actually pay attention to the circle. Hi? Okay, that guy apparently has an elliptical orbit. Well, clearly that one has an elliptical orbit. There he is, catching up with him. Okay, we found all 3 of them, perhaps. And now do we return to the sun? Yes, we return. Okay, so the big arrow that's like pointing the way that, you know, you might think that it's going to fire off is actually completely opposite to what's happening. Completely the opposite to what is happening. But we're getting the hang of it. Okay. Blast off into space once again. Quantum singularity. Well, there's two of them. Immediately, the music is pretty loud. Now we just need to wait for this to spin, and hopefully he will still be there. I think he's going to be, like, here. Okay, well, he's still exactly where he was. No! Come on, come on. You can hit him, there we go. Okay, he's still exactly where he is. I saw something out there. Is that just like an asteroid? It's... wow. Well, guess we're going in this direction now. We will no longer be able to see what that is. Well, there's someone. Hi, come back. No! He's also got a moon, which is interesting. Do you see that? He had a moon going on him. Now that flash, did that mean... again, every time it's the opposite. So the way that I think it's going to go off. Because big arrow usually means, hey, I'm coming off in this direction. Bring back the lights. That's a lot of moves. Okay, well, easy first one. Just click forehead. There we go. We're stuck in the orbit a little. Ah, I sensed that one. I was like, there's something right next to that, isn't there? Okay, well, we hit that. Okay, we're getting a lot of gravity in this one compared to some of the other ones. So, is that still going to be there? Come on, you can land on it! There we go. I'm probably going to say no, considering... yeah, there's a huge gravity well. Okay, well, there's one. That's probably the same one. I doubt it would be going in just like a... this is interestingly quiet. Okay, we got this one. Is that the one that we were hunting? It might be. Okay, so if we pay attention to the thing, at the top right, it says it's like right out in orbit. There we go, got him. So, you know, you can kind of see where their orbits and circles are perhaps going to be. And figure it out from that. But, you know, I was hunting wildly. And you get to make great shapes and things. Chiaroscuro. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell to make a chair invisible. Chiaroscuro. Okay, let's go. 4. Immediately gets one. Very nice, you know, totally intended. Definitely intentional. Okay, and there's one right there, isn't there? There's one. It's high noon. No, it's ice noon, baby. I need to reinstall all of my shit and figure it out. It sucks that Microsoft doesn't have the controllers things. Hello, Piglet! Hello, hello. How are you? It does look interesting. Nice little chill game to play whilst I, you know, still need to reinstall a lot of shit to get my PC working properly. But hello, how are you? How's your day going? We are stuck on the edge of the solar system. That's interesting. Okay, so we've got to find 4 more planets. Hello, Nightbot as well. Hopefully there's no delay. Hopefully there's no issues. You know, I've had to reinstall practically everything, so hopefully I'm not like miles behind. But I apologise, you know, if you can't hear me or if, you know, things aren't working as intended. Because, you know, when you have to reinstall everything, makes me want to make something like this. If you do, ever, let me know. I will totally play it. Did you ever play Osmos? Because I really liked Osmos as well. And, like, you know, you could... yeah, if you make a simple game like this, I'm definitely up for playing it. It would be interesting. Although, you know, this has also got music going on, which, you know, getting the rights to music is another thing. But again, you know, I actually don't care if the music, more often than not, I'll just turn off the music on games like this, to be fair. But that's one of their main selling points. It's like, you know, hey, nice casual little music, nice casual little thing. What do you think you would have instead of planets? Oop. Now that one. But I do like, you know, physics puzzlers, and like, you know, they've got the physics down on this, so this would be pretty cool. You can make the animation, don't know how to make gameplay. I mean, the animation's probably the hardest part, to be fair, because a lot of games these days are made with like the game maker engines and things, and, you know, in Unreal Engine, so I imagine that you could, you know, just... I'm sure there are literally engines that could just put it all together for you and you could just add the animations, you know? Because, like in Unreal Engine, you get blueprints and, like, you just put together all the blueprints and it'll make the game. So, you know, as the animating is literally the hardest part to do in game development these days, because there's blueprints for everything, and you can just use the blueprints and it puts together all the gameplay components, and then the animating is the hard part. But yeah, like, you know, I like effects like this as well. Not that my, you know, I essentially, you haven't necessarily seen words that are totally making sense. Yeah. My follow alerts and like subscription alerts, like, I did that basically just using Svar, like another game that has, like, you know, graphics things, and then I adapted that into a thing. So you see the portal around my stream camera, it bursts out like an effect, but, you know, if I was actually able to animate things, I'd make it like way cooler, like bursts going out, but, you know, I can't do that. So I used another software to do the effect that I want. But yeah, that's something I'd be interested in, but, you know, I can't animate, so, you know, I used something else to do it. But yeah, you know, if you ever do have any cool animations, feel free to share them, and, you know, I'll see what they look like and stuff. I didn't know you did animations, so that's actually pretty cool to hear. Like, what sort of stuff do you normally animate? You can explore planets and then what? We just bring light to them. It's just a very, very casual game. I think we're just smacking into the planets and turning them on like a light switch, and that's it. It's all about the animations and the physics. So, you know, we're fighting against the gravity well and smacking into the planets. I saw him. He's a big boy going around, and I need to now sort of catch up to him. Because the sun is very heavy. I'm not going to get there. I think he's like down here. But yeah, that's practically what we're doing. Just smacking into planets. And looking for one that's out in the middle of nowhere. Because we bring the light back to the universe. There he is! And I missed him again. I knew he was going to be close, but I didn't quite get him right. So I'm probably going to need to aim for there. As we figure these things out. Yeah, we're just back into planets and... Okay, so I'm not going to make it back there in time because we smacked into that planet, so I'm going to aim for the top, and we're not going to have enough momentum to get up there, so I'm going to give the planet a wide berth and try and catch him on the flip side. I mean, if I just get into his orbit, that might actually be smarter. Did you see how close we were? We did a drive-by again. Okay, this time he's going to be slowly but surely coming in. Okay, I'm going to try and match his orbit. The harder parts. Okay, so now that we're on a similar orbit, we can hit him! Let's go! That's all we needed to do. A lot easier than trying to drive by smack into him. Let's just match his orbit. And that's it. We just fly around the universe and hit them. Thank you, Piglet. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm ready for anything. Okay, are we ready for anything though? I don't think we are. How many are there? There's one! Yeah, we just smack into them and smash light on. Not the most complicated. There he is! No! Oh well, I'll come back for you. And you, I guess. We're gonna come back around. Wow, the one that we already landed on. Okay, well I got the one that I was aiming for. That's something. I wasn't aiming for this one. Okay, what sort of orbit is this on? A very, very slow one. I'm just gonna fling wildly at the sun and try and get some momentum out there. I do like the solar rays that it sent out when you fly through the sun. That's actually pretty interesting. Pretty unique. Yeah, there's literally not a lot of complicated things to this, I don't think. It's just fly around, find the hidden planets and smack into them. Obviously, you know, it's easier said than done because they're invisible and you have to find them. But you can sort of light them up when you get close. Okay, I am not seeing this other planet anywhere. Well, that's straight into the sun. Right, I'm gonna try and get a wide orbit because the map sort of says it's on a similar one to that. Going to guess that it's gonna be up here on this sort of orbit that we're now on. You know, counter-intuitive to how that one was going. But I'm not seeing anything. Okay, well, we'll give it another pass and maybe we'll find something. But we make some cool shapes in the meantime. I'm not seeing this anywhere. Anywhere. Where is this planet hiding? Gotta be somewhere out here. Copium. Right, it has to be somewhere out here. Yeah, what do you normally animate? Obviously, you know, it's a very handy skill in a lot of games. And it's like, you know, most games, they're made by teams as well. So, you know, not just one person often that makes a game and everything in it. And animators are in demand right now, so yeah, I'm not seeing this anywhere. If you see it, let me know. Because I am not seeing this. I am not seeing this anywhere. And we're going in and out. We're not just, you know, maintaining a wide orbit. We are going back into the middle. It's just, it's nowhere. It is literally nowhere to be seen. So if it was in the middle, I wonder if that tells us anything. Is this a hint of where it is? If it is, I think it means it's closer to the sun. I think it means it's like here in the middle. Also, that one has a moon. Interesting. Did it always have a moon? Right, well, we've missed that. Right, bounce along into the sun. It'd be cool if the solar flares that we sent flying out could, I wonder if they do. Maybe they do go into orbit of, like, the other planets, and if we find it, it goes into orbit, and that could, like, be a huge hint. Oh, I've missed that entirely again. You know, we just sent out a solar... He's trying to hit the sun and failing every single time. It wouldn't be miles and miles out, would it? Okay, hit the sun. Smack. Okay. Yeah, if they went into orbit of, like, the planets, it would help us find them. The solar flares just vanished. Yeah, it didn't even interact with that planet, so I don't think it does. Where could this planet be? There he is! Okay, we got him. Just on a very awkward orbit. I kind of said he would be up there, didn't I? I just said that. What is that orbit? Okay, what's going on now? It's dropping beeps as it goes along. I have no idea what is happening. Guess we completed the tutorial. Or the whole game. I doubt the whole game, but okay. The sun moves to a gigantic sun, or we move to a different sun. Black hole sun? Won't you come? I have no idea what's going on. It's pretty. Not the Eye of Saruman. Well. Apparently clicking makes the music stop. Okay, that also drops pellets behind it. Ew. That's cool, that it sort of shows us what we did. Okay, pale blue loops. Astrolabe. Black. Andromeda. I am confused now. Okay, so we did Ready for Anything, but I don't feel like we did any of these, so Northern Cross would probably be the start. I don't know why that took me to the menu again rather than just continuing on. Ooh, pretty. Now we've got a blue sun. one for this. Clearly there's going to be one coming around here. There was literally one that we just passed. But I was not prepared for it because of elsewhere. Okay, so he's going to be, at this moment, coming around here somewhere. Unless he slows down or he's on a really awkward orbit. And we don't have the thrust to get out there. So we're just going to slingshot back around and find him again later. Because we lack the thrusts necessary. Okay. We might catch up with him if I, like, do this. Okay. Now I think we've got an orbit to intercept. Where he... Come on. Come on. Okay, we got it. Now, whether that was the same... It was the same. But whether it was or not is a different question. Okay, we don't have the momentum to get out there. But, scientifically, if it's an evenly spaced solar system, which I don't think it necessarily is, but it could be, I would suggest that he's coming along the left now. Around here. And it would appear either we missed it or we were wrong. But, you know, in an evenly spaced solar system, because everything does seem pretty evenly spaced out right now. Forgive the fact that it is space. We should be able to find this anywhere around here. Okay, just chilling on the side of the universe like a wallflower. I mean, there's not room for this extra circle, so he's probably contradicting it and going wide, right? There he is! Catch up with him. Oh, he is just a bigger circle. Ah! Where did you go? There you are. Okay. He is doing something awkward and wide, isn't he? There's always one. There's always one. You know, he just can't go in the circles like the rest of them. He has to do his own thing, right? Just had to do his own little adventure. Monolith. Yeah, if there are any issues with the stream, do let me know, because obviously, you know, like I said, I've had to reinstall everything. Also, there's one, like, literally there. I saw him. This is a brighter solar system. He revealed himself immediately at the beginning. Whether that was intentional or not, the solar system seemed brighter. Okay. This might not give me the momentum that I need, so we're just gonna slingshot back through, actually. Right, so this guy is apparently wider than all of these. Just gonna bump into every single planet on the way. Yeah, no, that totally works. I mean, the gravity is also higher here, which you can't necessarily tell, so gonna try and slingshot back around, but the gravity is so high that it just yanks me back in. Okay. There he is. Okay, so aim for about here. And we might catch up with him. Yeah, no. He was right there. Okay, we got him. We got him. Job done. Perfect. Totally intended. Totally as intended. I mean, you know, I was trying to intercept and hit him, but the gravity was actually stronger than I was expecting, even though I already said it was strong. But, you know, we almost got him on the way past. Almost. Oops. loops. You know, we do loops here. Can we win? Yeah, we're doing loops of the sun. Okay, only 3 to find on this one. It didn't actually light them up this time. Now, considering it's called loop, I'm gonna expect that they are in some sort of weird elliptical orbit rather than in circle. Okay, I want to continue that way. See if we can't find something in an elliptical fashion. There's a third. Okay, well, I mean, if I follow a scientific principle, this is saying the planets are on the same circle, right? But maybe they're just very, very similar loops that intersect. Okay, well, it says that it's further out according to that star chart, so we should, in this instance, gravity's too strong. The stands, you know, slightly further afield than the last 2 that we got. So he's going to be on this circular orbit if they match, which they probably don't. There he is. Okay. Well, they didn't match, but it worked. Can't complain when it works. Fractals. Frozen fractals all around. Because, you know, it's blue as well. Nothing at all to do with the movie. There's a weird rock version of that as well, like literally heavy metal Elsa. And it's a guy, and it's just like, you know, singing the Frozen theme tune. It's like, well, that's an interesting way of doing it. You know, I guess the guy really, really likes Frozen or something, huh? But it really doesn't work, you know. It really doesn't work. I think the original is better than the heavy metal version. Okay, we got that one. Right, okay, so there are 2 more. We're nailing these planets. Now, going in the same direction as they seem to. Do they all go clockwise? Like, are we going to encounter a planet that goes counterclockwise? Because going in the same direction as them is just asking to not find them, to be honest. Going against the direction that they go, that ironically would make it easier because, you know, you could be matching the same speed as them and never find them. But if you go in the opposite direction, you're twice as likely to run into them. Now, where's this guy going to come out? And do I have the momentum to catch up with him? Probably not. Okay, so he didn't come out over there, so I'm going to go around, get out into a higher orbit. We're probably too high in orbit unless he's on a weird elliptical, although, you know, I'm literally not getting the gravity momentum to escape, so we're just going to spin around again. We're trying to fall into a more stable orbit below. Okay, that might be a good enough path to catch up with him. He's probably going to be around here. Oh no. No sign. No sign of him. I really expected he would be coming out around there. We would at least get a glimpse. Not that we could correct. He's probably just on a weird orbit. He's not on a circular orbit, clearly. Okay, let's... Because if he's on a circular orbit, we would have seen him in that particular instant. Because we fell into where he should have been if he was on. Yeah, that is not a circular orbit. That's actually pretty close orbit, huh? Close but wide. Now I just need to intersect. So he is on. Yeah, that's very wide. His arms are wide. Wait, now. Can I? This isn't gonna help. Right. That's not gonna help at all. But I know his orbit now with very, very, very wide and narrow. So we're gonna go ourselves onto a very wide and narrow way. Okay, cool. Now, the problem is he is not alone. I need to find another. Is there another on the same orbit? Is he also? Oh, that's not gonna help us. You know, on a counter orbit to that. He was, we would probably have seen him there. He didn't. Okay, time to go hunting again. But we got the one that we know. Okay, so if I was the level designer of this, because it's called Fractal, he's probably going narrow and high. So if we go like this, we're more likely to find him. As long as we don't hit a random planet. No. And we really should get in some sign of him if he was up on these peripheral. Maybe he's just an even wider one on the same lines as those. Maybe he's just very, very wide on the same lines as those. In which case, no! I didn't want to hit. I wanted to go ultra wide. Damn it. Gravity too strong. Right. Slam. Back down this way. And if we don't see him out here in the stellar reaches, then I have no idea where he is. We should, if he is on these, we should be getting some sign of him by following orbit. But we're not. Which means he is not on that path. Because we would have definitely seen him if he was. Okay, so he's probably on the usual stupid orbit. So let's try that. Going backwards, obviously, because you know you're more likely to see someone going backwards, going in the same direction as them. As stupid as it sounds. Okay. How are we not seeing this anywhere? Dots all over the place. Pac-Man would love this solar system. There's some power dots. There's many little dots. Like, we definitely made a nice little haven for Pac-Man. Come back in. If I was a planet, I would be down there. I would be right down there right now. Not that we're going to get the momentum to get down there. Not that we have the momentum to do that, but we are on its presumed orbit if such a planet was in this orbit. Which you may not be. We're keeping an eye out. Seeing nothing. Seeing absolutely nothing. Yeah, I don't think There he is, just randomly caught him. That's definitely the orbit we said he was on. It in fact was not. But it makes a pretty eye shape. Okay. Okay, wow, so many planet finds. We can't possibly miss them. There's so many. We're just gonna go straight out. Look at them all! Look at them! They're literally right next to each other. Literally right next to each other. Oh! Okay. Now the others are probably on the opposite orbit. Okay, there's one. That's not the one that we wanted, but the other's probably there. But I saw this one, so we're going to go for this one. Okay. And I accidentally shot straight off of it rather than getting the third. But, you know, because it's chain, going to fail to catch the orbit direction. And we're going to go back around for it, and it should be right smack there. Perfect! Okay, that was a nice easy one. It wasn't hunt the planet in the middle of nowhere. They were all in a pattern. All in a nice little pattern for them. Okay, so new solar system? Sagittarius. Okay, so we're going to be drawing Sagittarius, the star sign. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, because that I cannot do. Okay, that lit up nicely. The music becoming... what's the correct term? Dysmorphic? I can't think of the correct term. There's a Discordian. Yes, it was Discordian. And we are nailing these planets, just coming out of nowhere and being like, hey, how you doing? I'm a planet. Ah, the Archer, right? And that would mean that the remaining sun or planet would be somewhere. Down, like, you know, do we want some legs? Like, how do we make the Archer from what we got? Well, we got him! There. That's definitely what we were intending to find. Definitely where we planned and calculated it. Oh, but it made a cool pattern. Pale blue. You know, like the radioactive pattern. A pale blue sun. Here we go. I see you. Come back here. Got him. Okay. Now. There's another right next to him. Step we missed. And the question is, what was his decay orbit? Well, I see this one. We can hit this one. I feel like there's a third one trailing behind them as well, but... Okay, well, let's go look for the third one trailing behind. I knew he was there. That's the one that we saw. Okay. That's... Now we need to find 3 more. Well, there's another. I missed it. We're gonna go hunt him. They probably all come together. So they all on the same path. Let's intercept. We have the gravity to get there. We don't. We did! We got him! Okay. Now... I'm gonna go backwards, as stupid as that sounds. Any more behinds? No. But they're probably ahead. So if we speed right through, nailed it. That was actually where I was aiming, because that would be, you know, in the pattern that we're literally doing, where he would have been. And then we have enough. We don't have enough. Okay, so we're gonna have to slingshot around and aim for the same spot ahead of him. Right, through the sun, through the sun, through the sun, and we're not gonna get enough momentum. Well, we nailed this planet again, but if I go like this, I'm gonna fail to get enough momentum again. Okay, let's try that again. Right. Round and round the sun we go. With enough momentum, and you're not going to go for exactly the same planet again, are you? You're going to actually go forward to the... Okay, let's... well, we're well ahead of him at this interval. Stay up there. We even make it up there, which we're not even up there. Okay. And a slingshot back around again. So he's definitely not a sixth one behind them. He's definitely ahead. Just not quite nailing the gravity that we need. Okay, right. Gravity of the situation is this. Okay, that's gonna get us there. Too far, too far, too far. Okay, I was short. I shouldn't have overcorrected. I overcorrected, so if he even is there, there's a good chance that he's actually not. Okay. He's not! He's right in the middle! He's right in the middle. The little sneaky fellow. I saw you, big boy. Yeah, got it. Look at this sneaky guy. He doesn't want to hang out with the rest of them in big orbit, no. Just sneaking around in the middle. Ha ha ha, you'll never find me down here. Why couldn't you just go and play with the others? You know, that would have been very nice if you would have gone and matched their orbit. Okay, so another cutscene. I think that was the last one of this section. Or not. It just takes me back to here. Fine, I understand. Okay, so we start off with black. Like, what's weird as well is, like, the black hole that it sent us to for the end, it's as though there were meant to be cutscenes beforehand. And maybe, you know, maybe it thought that I'd already completed the game, which I haven't. Because, like, this is the black hole that we went into, and it's almost as though the cutscene was this, and we went into the black hole sun, which we didn't. So there's probably meant to be more cutscenes, but the developers have probably accidentally lived a build, you know, from them having completed the whole game, so it probably thinks that, you know, the game itself is... No, what's the word? Okay, these ones are interconnected, which is weird, but it probably thinks that everyone's completed it because they've probably accidentally uploaded a live build that says, hey, you've completed it, have every level unlocked, and, you know, you've already seen all the cutscene, right? You already know what everything is. Wouldn't be the first game that's accidentally done that. But it would have been nice to see the other cutscenes, or, you know, even the end of that one. It probably was the end. That's probably why it took us to the main menu as well. It just wasn't the correct cutscene. It might just be the wrong cutscene phase for completing the first zone. And, you know, it's like, hey, you've beat the game. Last cutscene. I saw that. Catch him. We got him. Okay, got him eventually. One more. Where would one more be? Okay, and in the blackness of space, it's obviously a lot harder to see. Did you see that? There was a circle there, as though it's saying, hey, planet was here. Though it kind of suggests the planet should be further out, but maybe it's just on a weird orbit. And that was the planet. It's right there. So he would probably be in a medium orbit. If that indeed was the thing. But it probably wasn't. Probably not seen him. It might have just been an artifact of something. Okay, well, we're going with the planets, which is not art, as I literally said a million times. Time to turn around and take it away. Okay, so yeah, like, you know, once I've installed everything back up, we'll test it with, like, you know, some more complicated games, but... And once I've got my controller working, because, you know, Microsoft deleted the ability to use your controller anymore because they got rid of the drivers in their infinite wisdom. Because who needs to be able to download the drivers from your website? Who would ever need to re-download the drivers? It's not like things happen and people need to re-download drivers. But yeah, I can't play literally anything that I was playing yet. But I'll try and get it all sorted. What I really need to do is clone all the stuff off the dead hard drive. Okay, we got him. He was in that orbit. I knew it. We did see him. We did see him that close orbit. Then once we've cloned all that and put it onto a new hard drive that's not broken, you know, see what's corrupt, see what works. But cloning it as well would give me the Xbox drivers back, at least, as long as they're not corrupted. As long as they're not corrupted. You know, until then, you can't. Okay, there was a planet right down there. I saw him. Warp. Warp speed! Not Commander Wolf. Get off the planet! Get off him. Okay, now we're in a thing that we kind of want. I wonder, like, is that outline that it shows when you land on the planet saying, hey, there's a planet here? Or is that just like, you know, artifacting of where you previously discovered it or something? That kind of suggested a planet when we nailed it. And it might, you know, be that they're interconnected and they go like, hey, there's an echo of a planet here. I want to check that out, and it is literally the only planet left to find, so... There he is! Okay, we're gonna thread the needle and come back around, and he's gonna be further out than that. Gonna be somewhere around there, but we didn't have the gravity that we wanted. Too slow. But now that we're not so slow, we might catch up with him. But again, you know, we're going the wrong direction. There he is! Perfect. So that was the planet when it did do the signal. So I think it might actually tell you, like, when you land on the planet, like, hey, although the circle was literally there, but it's still on the same orbit, so that confirmed it. But massive. No bias confirmation, right? Yeah, that definitely confirmed it. Or it just tells you where you landed on it, because that's definitely saying, hey, you landed on this planet here. But ironically, you know, they were nailing it. I smelt that one. I'll have you know, you saw me calculating its entry with the mouse. I smelt that planet's coming and was like, there's something coming around here. I could smell him in the darkness. A supermassive stench. Overpowering. I'm gonna go like this, and we're probably gonna hit something. Okay, there's one more planet. Only one. But where would he be? He wouldn't be close. He's probably on a weird elliptical orbit. Contrary to the others. But he is on a super close one! He is right next to it. How did we miss that? There he is, just like literally right next to it. Hiding in plain sight right next to it. How dare he? How very dare he. Bart Raccoon! Why do I feel like singing some Muse and Supermassive Black Hole? I don't know. Why do you feel like singing Supermassive Black Hole? It's not like that was the name of the level or anything, and not like it's a reference that I made at all. How are you, though? How is your day going? What about Dark Star? Do you have any references for that? Because all that's coming to mind for me is Darth Merengue's Dark Place. Okay, there's two right next to each other there. I can catch them. 3 of them together. Just land on it. You're right next to it. Okay. Nailed it. Now, would there be a 4th? That's interesting that they're in a triangle formation together, though. Yeah, it's like, you know, these references come, they go, they happen. That's fine. I will land on that one whilst we're aiming for this other one, you know? Perfect. Also in synchronous orbit together. And we got them all! I like when they're nice and together. Makes it a lot easier. Black Hole Sun! I might have made that reference earlier as well. You know, I'm adept with the references. Discs. Okay, now we've just got 3 to find on this one. That shouldn't be a problem. Especially as they're called discs, right? They should just be going on nice elliptical orbits. Okay, and then the last one's a bit further out, so and he's probably going to be on a separate disc going up like that. So if I try to intercept up to that, you know, because he's going to be a radioactive radial, right? There he went, he is, he's on the orbit I called. Okay, now we just need to correct and then fire off, and he's going to be coming around about there. On a wide orbit. Perfect! Okay, we nailed it! You know, when they're a nice recognizable pattern, no problem. It's a nice, it's aerial. It's Tide Pods. I don't know if Tide have the same logo, but Ariel is Tide, and you know, it's the Ariel logo, but I don't know if it's the Tide logo. Aurora, another band. Why is not to worry at the hands of dying bands. Childhood. Okay, now 4 to find in the Aurora Borealis. I'm sure there's enough songs about the Aurora Borealis as well. But there was one! But we're going to abandon him. We're going to catch up with him on a different orb. We're not going to chase him, we're just going to land on a nice little orbit. Not on that orbit. Okay, 4 to find. And we can always just draw some cool designs. But there he went. There you go. Okay, we're chasing him now. Gravity is too strong! That's the name of my ship in the game Ghost Signal, a Stellaris game. Okay. I don't know anything about Ghost Signal, but I've played Stellaris and it wanted me to customize the ship. So, you know, in the shipbuilder thing. And I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out how to get it to recognize different ship designs. So I gave up! But I do need to eventually get back to that. But yeah, I couldn't figure out how to get it to do the whole thing of customizing the ships. I could smell that one. I was aiming for that. Yeah, I couldn't get it to figure out how to do that, so I didn't want to force progressing through when I couldn't upgrade the ships in the way that I wanted to. I see the pattern. I see the pattern. You know, that was literally where I was aiming. Okay, but this last one is probably going to be one of these awkward ones that's on a different pattern, right? Last one is not going to be the same as the others. It's going to be an awkward boy. Yes, they do that. They don't have them on the same pattern. They have one awkward one that wants to be different. Probably looking for something out here rather than a fourth of the same. It could be a fourth of the same. I mean, if it was a fourth of the same, he would be somewhere on this slide. Okay, I mean, we followed pretty much where we would have seen him if he was one of the same. Okay, well, we missed out that entire corner, but I think for the most part we've confirmed that he isn't on the He is. Groundhog Day in Space Roguelike Edition. Okay. It's in VR. Okay, VR Stellaris. That's interesting. Controlling a ship and trying to analyze a weird signal, and every time you die and come back. Are you sure it's Stellaris? Because that sounds like something else that I can't think of the name of right now. But there's another game that you investigate a signal and then the whole solar system explodes and, like, you know, time resets and you have to keep going back in time and redoing it. But I can't think of the name of it, but it's one that I want to play. But it's not Stellaris and it's not Ghost Signal. But maybe it's inspired by that game. I can't think of the name of it. And the awkward part of it is the game is also similarly named to another game, so you know, they're very easily confused. That's totally helpful, right? Totally helpful in identifying anything. The sound effects and the races all come from Stellaris. Okay. It is from Stellaris. Okay. Interesting. Not heard of it at all. The thing that I'm thinking of is something different. But again, very similar. I saw him, but I can't go back to him. Okay, we've got two more to find, but they're probably together. But they're probably... There he was. I was going to say, they're probably going to be coming out anywhere around there, and then literally went past him. I was even slowing down to try and land on him. Okay, we got him. Now, are they together? Doesn't look like they are. I'm not going to be able to think of the name of the thing that I'm thinking of, but I'm sure most people probably know what I'm on about. Released 2 weeks ago. Okay, the game that I'm thinking of released 2 or 3 years ago. So it's also not in VR. But it might be available in VR, but it's not primarily in VR. It's a first-person sort of thing. And you do fly around in space, and it's an adventure. And it's very similarly named to something else, but I can't think of it. The Outer Wilds. Yes, the Outer Wilds, and it's similar to the Outer World. One is a shooter, the other is like a puzzly space adventure. Wait, now, the other guy, he was going sort of near this guy. But I'm not going to get the momentum that I need. Okay, we know where to expect him, and that's sort of around here. Now I just need to not lose momentum. Okay, so wait around here. We might catch him. Okay, I'm not going to get him right. I'm going to try and spin back round. Played the trial and got hooked. Nice. I mean, you know, that's a good advantage of playing like the demos of things, because you do get to like see if they're any good, and then, you know, obviously it's good for the developers as well, because, you know, people get hooked and they're like, I really want to play this, and then buy the full game. So got him. We got him. We got our boy. But have you ever played The Outer Wilds? Because that's the one that I was thinking of, and it's very similar sounding to that. And I don't know if it is in VR, but it might be in VR. But if not, you know, it's about a time mechanic where you go back through time and, you know, keep reliving it till you win. Okay, that is that's the entire game, I think. There's a thing here, I don't know. This is all of our solar systems. I think we'll beat the game. Very chill, very relaxed little game. You know? The star charts. So we got all of our star charts. Can't necessarily do anything else in this. Yeah, I think we've beaten the game. Very casual, very chill game. Worth playing for yourself, trying to find all of the hidden planets, I would recommend it. So how does the game play? You fly around in physics and gravity and just, like, you know, bounce into the planets. Pretty much what I was just doing, you know. I don't think there's a lot to explain other than, you know, fly around, chill planets and bop into the planets and hit them. I'm going to try and install the rest of my stuff. I'll be back on Friday with something else. It won't be the usual. It could be anything. And hopefully I'll have my controller up and running and everything by then. Thank you, Bart, and thank you to Piglet, who was here earlier as well. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. I will, as I said, be back on Friday. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.